Marjorie Taylor Greene and plenty of other MAGA fanatics had a meltdown in the last couple days over the fact that Moderna announced that the FDA had approved their new COVID vaccine. So the FDA, under Donald Trump, under Robert F. Kennedy Jr. with Health and Human Services, approved a new COVID vaccine, actually the second new COVID vaccine that they have approved since taking power. This one is called mNEXSpike, again by Moderna, and Moderna in their announcement said this: "We announced today that the US FDA has approved mNEXSpike, a new vaccine against COVID-19, for use in all adults 65 and older, as well as individuals aged 12 years through 64 years of age with at least one underlying condition that puts them at high risk for severe outcomes from COVID-19. Pretty simple stuff, right? Went through years of clinical trials. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people got the vaccine in the test phase. No serious side effects other than soreness and, cold-like symptoms that typically only lasted for about a day. And that's it. So, good. That's how clinical trials should go. That's how approval goes. We've had that system in place for decades. They did everything correctly, and the vaccine was approved. But Marjorie Taylor Greene was pissed. In her America, you can't introduce new vaccines. You can't approve things that have been studied and proven to be safe. Oh, God, no. So she got on social media and said, "Not MAHA at all. Unreal." MAHA, of course, MAHA, stands for Make America Healthy Again, which, of course, was Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s campaign slogan. So, in the eyes of Greene, it's not ideal to make Americans healthy by making them immune or at least lessening the symptoms of serious illnesses. That's not making America healthy. Do you see, folks? Like, are you putting that together? This woman is so crazy that she thinks we can't be healthy if we're protecting ourselves from diseases. That's how ass backwards insane these lunatics are that are running the country. Oh, you can't be healthy if you're preventing diseases. No, hey, you just gotta let that disease do its thing to you. And if you live, good for you. If not, well, then, you weren't going to make America healthy again anyway. This is utter insanity. So, one user on Twitter called Trump Tracker asked Elon Musk's Twitter AI chatbot bot Grok to explain to Marjorie Taylor Greene why this is okay. So Grok offered this explanation. The COVID-19 vaccine, including mNEXSpike, has side effects like soreness or fatigue, which are usually mild and short-lived per CDC and WHO data. Contracting COVID-19 poses higher risks, especially for those 65 and older with health conditions, including hospitalization, long COVID, or death. mNEXSpike trials showed no vaccine-linked serious events in 11,400 participants, though rare myocarditis cases exist less frequent than from the virus itself. So even Grok is like, yeah, I'm going through the data, and this thing seems totally safe. Nobody died. But MAGA can't stand it. There's other responses from other maggots that are furious that a new COVID vaccine was approved. One of them said, "The FDA must be abolished. It cannot be reformed." And yet another said, "They expect us to believe that they have had sufficient clinical trials to approve it as safe and effective. Not a friggin' chance. The only way they have been able to approve this is under the emergency protocols established during the early discovery of COVID-19, which no longer can legally be applied, can they?" Bro. It's been 5 years, man. It's been 5 years. And they already had the base vaccines to base it off of. So yes, they had time. They had time to come forward with the new developments. They had time to run the clinical trials. They had time to get this information published. And they had time to submit it to the FDA and get it approved. It's been over 5 years. I know it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has. But these lunatics, the same people who say, do your own research, spend 5 minutes on the internet, think 5 years is not enough time for a pharmaceutical company that knows what they're doing to get the job done. These people don't want any vaccines at all. COVID or anything else, MMR, doesn't matter. That's how anti-vax the Republican Party has become. But listen, it's voluntary, guys. You don't want to take it? Don't take it. But if you're going to be stupid, not take precautions, and think it's all dangerous out there, then when you come down with a serious case of COVID, you better keep your ass out of that hospital and not take up a bed by somebody who did take precautions. Because you did that to yourself at that point. Because you just weren't willing to trust the government. So you get what you deserve at that point. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.